boys, it's Monday. Let's get back to the shit show. And by the way, happy 2026. Look at this shit. I already got to do a fucking oil change on you. Come on, man. We're at 336 in the background there, low on fluid. Let's get to it. Yeah, it's a little low.
No further. I found you. Where the hell's the rest of you?
That sounds good. That unit's definitely got some age to it. Holy fuck, what year is it again? God damn. Specialty removal tool.
That does not look good. Oh, good God, no. Uh-oh.
And there's nothing really significant in here aside from that one piece I pulled out. I mean, that right there is a little concerning. It's almost like a seal piece there. But, yeah. This is not good. Apparently, boys, you're supposed to use the Hitachi oil in this machine, not the deer oil. So, the more you know. This is the fucking rig right here, boys. Right there. Get this gear train filled up. This is the setup right here. Yeah, that's not good. Hitachi death howl, baby. Let's just say we found the problem. Hood closed. Hood open. Yeah. That's the problem. Alright. Now it's fixed. See? No more noise. And back to work she goes, boys. Boys, 850L. Yeah, this fucking turd right here. Got a joystick we got to replace for one reason. I think the thumb wheel's supposed to return. And yeah, that dude's not doing it. So let's go ahead and get this unit swapped over. 1, 2, boom, installed. Let's fire it up. So far, no fault codes. That's a fucking plus. And back. Woo. Oh, it works. Yay. Fixed it. Time to put this in grind mode and time to grind down this shit that I welded earlier this year. Do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Boys, a little toolbox update here. The old Weaver unit. And yeah, boys, already got her loaded down. Oil, fluids. And of course, you got to have that brake cleanup in here. And she is fully fucking stocked. All right, boys, we're getting into January where we don't know if it's the spring or winter yet. So happy Monday number 2, boys. Starting the morning out, not so good. Not good. And 20 minutes later, we're finally getting fucking diesel fuel. All right, was getting ready to get started on this unit. We got parts and everything. Well, got a 650 that won't lift. Well, it looks like it lifted. The operator states, whatever position you have the PTO switch on when it acts up, well, you can hear the pump does not engage. So, basic situation here. So you got your switch here, running down to this relay right here. So that's where we're at right now. I'm believing we're having an intermittent issue with this relay, being that this little circuit board just kind of hangs here. So that's also not a good thing. All right, so 82 ohms, checking the field coil. That is a little low for a 12-volt relay. All right, so currently doing the old IR here, checking the relay right there. The longer you run this thing, the heat obviously comes in. And we're seeing about 112 degrees. And lastly, got the top done out. We're just going to go ahead and verify the PTO status. Off. On. All right, boys, C93. We got some work to do, so let's get to it. Let's get these hoses taken care of, because, yeah, that one. This is just a future reference there. There's your part number for that leaking ass hose right there. So let's go ahead and get it swapped over. All right, new hose installed. Dipstick clamp. Yeah, that's totally fucking wrong. Fired up. Where the fuck's the key? Fixed it. By the way, that's the clip you need. The update kit for it, the dipstick tube, is actually the one that I installed. So, fuck. All right, 624 Poverty Edition. It's doing some weird shit with the window. Let's take a look at it. Like, where'd the striker go? Like, how does that shit even happen? Like, and then, but yet the engineering on my boys. Let me tell you, I don't know how many cable ties they got going on here, but they got all of them. And that's how it's supposed to look. Yeah. All right, back on the 624K. And time to tackle these units right here, so let's get to it. So 2 things of advice. 1, get yourself a 6mm wobble socket, one of these big boys right here. 2, clean everything, and I mean everything, so reassembly's easier because you've got gaskets over here and on the opposing side. All right, boys, fully reassembled, and you guys can tell right there, good return. We got auto shift through all the gears, and then I get this stupid shit right here. I haven't seen shit like this since fucking B model excavators. Like, what the fuck? All right, boys, it's Wednesday. Let's get back to the shit show. See what else gets broken today, boys. Starting the morning out, 3:36 from yesterday. We got to finish up that dipstick tube little update. We got our correct clamps, so let's get to it. Gonna need you. Boom, fixed it. 135 Deere, that's right. Apparently old Derek tells me that the travel knob is apparently just spinning around and it's hung in rabbit. So we're gonna go hook up to it and find out what the fuck's going on. Boys, we don't need the old X7 to diagnose this one. So you see how wiggly it is. Pull it up and then boom, we got to change. Turtle, rabbit, so something's not happy here. But future reference, if you need anything on that switch panel, you're probably going to end up replacing a switch panel. It's just the key switch and the rotary dial are the only 2 things that you can actually replace on this fucking thing. Yay. All right, D6K2, got an oopsie. Follow the trail, and fuck. All right, so what's behind door number 1? So we got our specialty John Deere creeper here, so we'll be able to get right under this machine and drop that pan. So we got to take a pause from this shit show. The 850 blew a line, so that's more important right now. Fuck me. All right, 850L. Yeah, that must be leaking. Boys, that line is fucked. Honestly, boys, this is the only goddamn decent thing that has a Deere logo on it. That's all I'm saying. All right, so new hose, a little adapter there to try to get this unit put up in service today. So yeah, this will work. All right, new lines all installed. Now we just gotta top it the fuck off. Yay. And she's good to go. All right, so after a whole lot of digging, we finally found where our issue was. So that line right there, yeah, that one right there. Well, it's supposed to be a tube, but these guys went ahead and replaced all the tubes with hoses. Not a bad idea. Problem with it is, yeah, it rubbed right there. And yeah, that's what caused the problem. So let's get that swapped out. Boom, there you guys have it. There's the hose removed, and yeah, there's hello. So we'll go get the hose made tonight, and then tomorrow come back and finish this fucking turd. So on to tomorrow. All right, so we're back on the old 410. We've been having all sorts of issues with regen wise, and I think I finally figured it out. So if you guys see there, EGR valve position 0, nothing, not doing shit. But then under a slight load, you see that we're doing all sorts of shit on the differential pressure. All over the fucking place. Light load, you can see there, 1800 RPMs roughly. And now we're starting to work the EGR valve, but yet the pressure the whole time has been all over the fucking place. I think we're on to something here. I think the Venturi's probably plugged on this fucking turd. All right, boys, it's Thursday. Let's get back to it. All right, starting the morning out, D6N, well, she's got a leak. Yay. Yeah, that's how we're starting the fucking morning out, boys. Yep. By the way, that's the line that's leaking. Yeah, so for the time being, putting her ass back to work because I got to pull the seat and the base and all that shit off. All right, boys, starting morning out. D6K2 from the other day. We did the PM on it, and now it's got abnormal update rates. So let's get to it. Yeah, the sound of my people. Let's go. Also promising. Obviously, the engine ECM's communicating. Fucking engine starts and runs. We all over the fucking place right now, my boy. All right, guys, we got a serious problem here. That is not 60 ohms. Okay, so we're still in the process of trying to isolate ECMs right now. I got the machine control disconnected and still the same reading. So, well, we disconnect the engine ECM, and what do we get, boys? Look at that, 120 ohms. Then dive a little bit deeper. What's that? Good news though, the terminating resistor and the whole ladder clip is still good. See there, 120 ohms, validating the engine ECM terminating resistor, so we're good to go there. Guys, so those are repairs made. Terminating resistor right up top there, right next to the ECM, and we did make another repair for the water and fuel sensor. Well, did we fix anything? Weep. There we go, 60 ohms, boys. Everything's connected, so we should be good to go. All right, boys, fired up, and we've got readings across the board. So, yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and test the hydraulics. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. All right, so we got the other D6K2. We got a hose. And we got some fun to reroute and reinstall the belly pan and then top all this shit off. And maybe get this thing going today. So, yay. All right, boys, new hose all installed over to the tubes. The tubes look like shit, I know. Going back up to the valve. We got it all nice and secured, so now we just got to top off fluids and put this bitch back in service, hopefully. Oh yeah, belly pan. Looks like no more leaking, boys. Boys, I swear, every fucking time something just got to go fucking south. Every fucking job. Filling the hydraulic tank. Well, the sight glass was working. Well, I got full, started the machine, it went down, right? So I go put 5 gallons in. Guess what? The fucking sight glass stopped. It fucking broke internally, fucked up, whatever. So I had to drain the fucking tank. You know, this guy right here. Well, I don't have the irrigation drain, so Nipex. Yeah, that's your perfect irrigation drain, by the way. So yeah, fucking done. Fucking done. Day over. Put the belly pan back on. Give them back to it. It's fucking done. Yeah, just trying to get all these bolts together, and I don't know. I don't know why, but our guys just love to lose these bolts, and yeah, I don't know why the camera just keeps going this way. I don't know. What do you guys? I don't know. Am I missing something? But yeah, these bolts. Yeah.